Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra and the iPhone 14 Pro Max are two of the most feature-packed smartphones which compete against each other toe-to-toe in terms of the features. So let's discuss how they are going to be different and which should you buy. Now starting with the pricing of both the devices, both are coming with the same pricing at least in the US, whereas outside of the US they both are going to be pretty much expensive. Although in the pre-order phase right now, Samsung is giving you Galaxy Buds Pro 2 or giving you a $100 credit through which you can purchase any other thing. Now, for the design perspective, both of these devices are going to be competing with each other in different aspects. Like S23 Ultra for the first time is going to be coming with a similar design as their S22 Ultra, but still it's going to be bringing some changes which are going to be different. Like we have a bigger camera lenses and a flat display that are coming this year. Now, when it compared to the iPhone 14 Pro Max design, it's going to be almost same from the last couple of years, which is not different. So definitely both of them are going to be retaining their same design. Now, when it comes to the overall design, both the phones are going to be looking incredible. Both have a nice in-hand feel, both feel premium, and both are using different glass protection on their devices. Now, in my opinion, the S23 Ultra has a nice cleaner look as compared to iPhone 14 Pro Max. So it's going to be the S23 Ultra, which is a winner because of its having a punch hole design and making it a look like seamless design, whereas the iPhone 14 Pro Max is going to be coming with a dynamic island, which is again a nice thing to have, but after using for some time you will feel that it's not as much impressive, and still it's giving you a look of a notch, which is not good thing. So S23 Ultra in my opinion will be the winner. Now for the first time ever, Apple has beat Samsung in one area where they were strong, and it's the display. Yes, this year S23 Ultra will be coming with a 1750 nits of peak brightness just as the last year, but the iPhone 14 Pro Max is coming with a 2000 nits of peak brightness, which is going to be insane, and it's for the first time we have seen that display is going to be better other than Samsung smartphone. Now Samsung is the only company in the world that still has the built-in S Pen on their flagship phone, which you can use to write or draw, or even it contains some handful of feature you can utilize with your device. The other underrated feature of the S23 Ultra is the reverse wireless charging, which is not available in the iPhone 14 Pro Max, while also S23 Ultra has a faster and more reliable USB support inside, which is going to be great for data transfers and overall charging speed, whereas the iPhone 14 Pro Max is coming with quite old lightning port inside, which is slow, and probably we are expected to see the USB-C port to coming in the iPhone this year. Now, one area where Apple has always beaten Samsung is the processor department, and well, things have taken a very interesting turn. Samsung finally swallowed their pride and actually used Qualcomm built-in chip all on the S23 model worldwide, which is Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip, which is for the first time giving the S23 Ultra a better gaming performance than the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Yes, it is true, CPU wise iPhone is still ahead of the game and still has the highest benchmark score, but things are looking a lot more even Steven. But the question is whether the S23 Ultra will beat the iPhone 14 Pro Max when it comes to smoothness and animation in the real life. Well, we have to wait and see until the device is going to be officially available. Camera wise, both the phones are going to be incredible. They are trying to outperform in each other in terms of the megapixel count. Samsung is bringing a 200 megapixel camera sensor, whereas a 48 megapixel sensor is coming for the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Not just that, Samsung also allowed to take 50 megapixel of photo, 12 megapixel of photo, and a 200 megapixel of photo, both in JPEG and RAW mode, whereas Apple can only give you photos in RAW mode. Samsung impressive zoom that extend up to 100 times is back with even better quality than Apple standard 3x optical zoom. Now when it comes to the video, Apple is still the champion here. We haven't tested the S23 Ultra, but there are chances that it could compete against them because a new 4K portrait video mode is coming for the S23 Ultra, which is as crisp as the Apple cinematic mode. Whereas you also get an uncropped 8K video recording at 30 frames per second, which is again a good option to have with a better HDR performance. So definitely in video departments, we could see it competing against the like of iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now another key area which is going to be deciding factor for the lot of people is the battery. Apple is still the battery champion and beating all the competition right now, and Samsung combining with its new processor which is more efficient, and also it's going to be coming with new improved and a bigger cooling system this year will definitely means that it can compete against the like of Apple iPhone 14 Pro Max in battery department. So battery test is also coming on the channel, so do consider subscribing it as well. Now lastly, software wise, both the companies are coming with a different software. Like the iPhone is coming with iOS 16 and Apple and S23 Ultra is coming with One UI 5.1. Both are incredible, has a customized option, but in my opinion, the S23 Ultra has a little edge in terms of the customization as per the iPhone 14 series. So guys, all in all, considering the value of both phones, they are expensive, with Samsung giving some free stuffs like Buds Pro or free storage upgrade. Now finally, with the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 and the latest optimization, Samsung is talking about with the big battery life promise, and the S23 Ultra can indeed be a real problem for Apple this year. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about that? Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Peace.